Welcome, 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 welcome to Illyria. I'm just kidding. That was not part of the show. That's from She's the Man. David Cross sings it when he welcomes. Well, it's a good movie when he welcomes her to Illyria. Okay, for reals.
Okay.
Welcome back to another episode of the All-Star Podcast. I'm Katie Ray.
I'm Dr. King.
Where we just kind of talk about different things for the next little bit. We'll talk about All-Star as a business. We have some funny clips that we'll watch and some audience questions that we'll answer. And we'll just talk about veterinary medicine and shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Our lives.
Our lives.
Sounded like a soap opera when I said that.
The days of All-Star lives.
Oh,
Get
my
it?
goodness.
Yeah. Perfect. So, how was your week?
It was good. It was a good week.
Yeah.
I tried to really pay attention to some interesting things that were happening in the world that
True,
you might,
true,
because so I'm trying to pay attention for both of us since
Yeah,
you
thank
don't.
you. I appreciate it.
Ian, did you see the story on the guy? Now I'm going to laugh because I said see the story on the blind man that ran.
Oh.
I know, right? The blind man that ran. Don't make me laugh, I'll cry.
Don't make me laugh, I'll cry. I did not see that.
The blind man that ran the New York City half marathon. He used guide dogs. How cool is that?
Oh my God.
There were 3 of them.
That's amazing.
I think their names were Wilson, Waffle, and Gus. I just want the Waffle. I think I'm going to name a dog Waffle. Even if I never
You already have a Pickles. Why not Waffle?
Why not Waffle, Pickles, and
That's
Waffles?
amazing.
And so he runs
sweet little angels.
I see. I think he was the CEO of he is the CEO of a company that is guiding dogs for running. I think is maybe it's something like that. And so they train dogs that then can run with people. And so the dog ran. So they had basically it was like a relay with 3 dogs.
I was gonna say, did the 3 dogs run a marathon?
No,
together?
they each ran. No, it was a half marathon, and they each ran so many miles or whatever. But their average pace was like 8 minutes. One of them ran an 8-minute average pace. One of them ran an 8:30 average minute pace, and one of them ran I think 9 maybe or just under 9 minutes average pace.
That's awesome.
It was the first time ever.
That's really cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I know. So
That's a fun current event.
I know. Wasn't that cool? I saw
That's
that come
amazing.
across. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So pretty neat. Dogs are great.
It's pretty neat.
And then the other thing I saw, which is not so great, which was a story on bubonic plague. Did you see that?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, on one of my Instagram posts, I did post a thing about fleas because in Los Angeles there was a rise in bubonic plague.
For reals?
Yes. And the bacteria, I just like saying the name of the bacteria. It's Yersinia pestis.
Yersinia pestis? Pestis. So you're doing the asbestos you can.
To get rid of the fleas.
To get rid of the fleas.
The whole reason I posted on Instagram was because you got to use flea control.
Yeah, you do. You do.
And people can get then, because it's a bacteria.
Yeah.
Bubonic plague it can be treated, but it can be really deadly.
So today's veterinary topic. Why don't we talk about fleas and ticks? It's getting warmer out.
It is getting
It's getting warmer out,
Fleas
which
get
means
warmer
those
out. Yeah.
little
Boogers.
butts.
So you were in the clinic. We just did a CE lunch and learn from Zoetis, and they had a board certified parasitologist come in
Talking about ticks.
Yep, ticks. And tell them some of the points that you remember, the biggest points that you were like, no way, points.
Ticks lay, I might mess this up, anywhere from 3 to 8,000 eggs
That is so gross,
per
isn't it?
female tick.
Yes,
literally.
a ton of
Literally 3,000 to 8,000.
Oh, it is. It's gross.
So, and then they are in, there's a couple different stages of life, and you can see these ticks at most of their ages. Depending on the type of tick, some of them prefer to feed on rodents, some of them prefer dogs, some of them don't care. And but the big ones that get super engorged, which is the one that owners often find, is a female tick that has babies.
Oh, that's just
And
so
when
bad.
she detaches, she's going to hatch thousands and thousands of eggs and then die.
Sounds like a horrible life.
They can infest your house. So that
yes.
tick can fall off inside of your house, hatch 8,000 children, of ticks in your house who then crawl up the walls and then like stay in your ceiling and like in the carpet and in your like they just hide and then they wait for your dog to walk past and then all of a sudden you've got thousands of ticks. We actually saw that here once. The guy told us that the dog did not have fleas, but said that there was super tiny little black bugs all over it.
Right.
And I will never forget.
Right.
I was like,
one of the seed
there's
ticks
no way that's not fleas. I was like, maybe he doesn't know what a flea looks like. But the guy was like, no, they're not fleas. And I was like, yeah, okay, look, we'll see if they're fleas.
Right.
Right. And he came in and it was ticks. It was like the dog had like hundreds of ticks all over him.
That's just crazy.
And that's when I burned down the clinic.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What did she say about tell everybody about the time frame, like what are the temperatures that they like to come out?
So the babies, if I remember correctly, the babies come out in the spring, which is why you see a huge spike. Please stop me if I'm wrong.
No, you're correct.
The babies come out in the spring, and that's why you see a huge spike in the spring because they hatch and then they lift out their little leg like they're a little hitchhiker, and then they have little sensors that can tell them when something's coming, and
they sound like aliens.
They probably are.
They do.
You know,
they have
like
sensors.
they probably
I think that's
are.
hilarious. They stick their arm.
They do. She showed us a picture.
I know it. It just sounds
And the
funny.
tick was like,
I'm imagining somebody at home going, they stick their arm out.
They just stick their little arm out and they just wait for something to walk past and then they grab a hold. So so the little babies come out then.
Right.
And then by the time summer and fall are here, they go from the nymph to like regular adults.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
I don't like getting like quizzed on my tick anatomy live. And then by the time winter comes around, it's the adult female, or all adults.
No, I think it's adult females.
Adult female is then, but as long as there's not snow on the ground
Right.
and it is not freezing, they are active.
Right. So I think isn't it like 31 or 2 degrees or something?
Literally.
If it's not 31 or 32 degrees, they're laying eggs.
Yes.
Right. That's what I thought.
And if it's not literally like frozen, then they're out and about.
Right.
And they're seeing new species of, is that the right word, of ticks? I almost said brands. New brands of ticks that are traveling to this area that have not really been seen a whole lot before. And like she was saying that like tick-borne diseases are being diagnosed in humans more and more and more and more and more and more and more every single year.
So the most common tick-borne diseases we see are Lyme disease.
Lyme.
Ehrlichiosis.
And now anaplasmosis.
Right. Mm-hmm. Fun times.
Yeah, super fun. So everybody's heard of the, not everybody, but one of the most common ones that people have heard of is the red meat disease, where all of a sudden you can't eat red meat and your body goes into like anaphylactic shock or like extreme colitis, and like doctors can't figure it out because humans don't think of tick-borne diseases like naturally. Like, why would you?
Right.
Especially since a tick, when they bite you, releases a little bit of the little bit of a numbing agent so that you can't even feel the bite.
That it's there, yeah.
So they jump on, they bite you, they start transmitting all the diseases. I'm just kidding, not all of them.
Whichever ones they're carrying.
And then they actually spit into your body.
It's so lovely of a thought. I think
Isn't
they're
it?
aliens. I'm going with the alien.
They literally
theme.
just like
yeah.
into your body.
Yeah.
And then
Their spit has an anticoagulant, so they suck blood and it doesn't clot.
isn't that gross?
It's so cool.
And you like don't even know they're there.
Yeah.
Blech. I hate ticks.
They're so gross.
You can find them anywhere. Anywhere.
That sounded
It doesn't matter how nice your neighborhood is. Like, we got ticks.
Sounded like you were talking about a store. You can find them anywhere.
You can find them anywhere. But if you call now, you can get ticks for 3 easy payments of $19.99.
Exactly. So now it used to be that we didn't have, we had spray on stuff like DEET, right? That would we didn't put that on our animals, but like for people,
Thank God.
to keep us from getting ticks, which people still use,
Yeah.
different percentages of DEET.
But I actually, there's been new studies that show that DEET is like
Garlic?
super bad for the environment.
Okay.
And that bug spray is like really bad for your body and the environment.
Well,
so I
it's a
don't know what to do
pesticide.
about that.
So you're either going to poison yourself or have a bacterial infection that could alter your life. Choose your poison.
Or you can just eat garlic. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. That's not going to work. Don't do that. Don't eat garlic.
So now we have good products for pets. So
Yeah.
we've got Revolution Plus now for cats, and we've got, which is topical, that is a more effective tick control, more so than what we've had historically that's out this year. But then we also have I always mispronounce it, but oxfluralanters, which are an oral product. So there's a couple of those, everybody might be using those already. Well, we use them here, but so there's Simparica, Bravecto, Credelio, NexGard. Those 4 are oral products that do flea and tick. And each of them have their pros and cons.
Of course.
But we use Simparica because it does all the species of ticks.
I prefer Simparica.
Yep.
You know what the other thing that I really like about Simparica is that most, I don't know about all, but most of the preventatives, if I understand this correctly, when you give it the dosage of the medication that is going to stop them from having the fleas and ticks and whatnot starts really high, and then each day of the month it starts to just leave, and then it gets lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. But if I remember correctly, Simparica just stays level until the end of the month.
Yes, but I mean, I would say it depends on the parasite you're fighting.
Yeah.
So for some of them, they show efficacy out to like past 30 days. But you're right. For Simparica with the ticks, all the species of ticks, you're getting good coverage at 30 days.
Yeah.
Whereas with some of the products, you're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
And especially like with Bravecto that goes out 3 months, it's not killing all the species of ticks for 3 months. And some species of ticks will carry certain diseases more so than other diseases. Mm-hmm. So then, depending on where you live, I think it makes a difference.
Yeah.
So our incident rate for Lyme disease, they told us the other day, was like 3.something%, 3.4%, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's 1 in 30 dogs.
Yeah.
So, and the problem we see as veterinarians would be that if your dog is positive for Lyme disease, then your dog is a reservoir. So then ticks that live in your area then have exposure, or you can be exposed to those ticks. So your dog's kind of like a reservoir. So that's why we harp so much on, on flea and tick prevention.
For reals.
So coming into April,
ticks are the worst.
So get some product.
And fleas are just bad because they need almost nothing. Like they'll bite and then live in your carpet for months, and then all of a sudden they just have hundreds of babies a day, and before you know it,
so gross.
Everyone's dead.
Yeah. Oh, it's so gross. It's so gross. It is just.
Fleas are.
Yeah, they're just parasites. Are what they are. They're parasites. But fleas nowadays with those oral products, the kill rate's so fast they can't reproduce. So I feel like we're ahead of the game. For one time, I feel like we're ahead of the flea and the tick.
But you shouldn't have said that out loud.
I pretty much jinxed us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now we're just going to see a lot.
So fleas and ticks. So there we go. There's a.
What's that one commercial? Hello, mother. Hello, father. Fleas, ticks, mosquitoes really bother.
That's a.
I think it was an Advantix commercial.
I was going to say it's an Advantage commercial or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That's so funny.
All right, cool. Let's get into audience questions. I don't remember that song.
So, audience questions. Questions from the audience. Questions from the audience.
Audience questions. Let's get into that.
Yes, and then you said it the other way around. You said questions for the audience.
That's right.
So, okay.
Okay, the first question is for me.
Oh, look, it's for
my name's Katie. All right, the first question is from someone that preferred to be anonymous, and the question is, Katie, how did you get into yoga, and what keeps you passionate about it? First of all, love this question. Second of all, I was a gymnast for several years, and I obviously didn't stick with gymnastics very long come high school and stuff. So I did tumbling and stuff like that, but I was not competitive in gymnastics. So I, went to college and then got a membership at LA Fitness. And my sisters were like, hey, let's go to this yoga class. And I was all like, yeah, sure, yoga's boring, like whatever. So we went to LA Fitness Yoga, and I quickly realized that all of my gymnastics flexibility was gone. Like just straight up gone. Couldn't touch my foot to my head anymore, gone. So, and actually it was at that moment that I didn't really it wasn't a workout enough for me, so I didn't really go back until another studio opened up near my house, Shine Yoga Wellness in downtown Noblesville, next to my house, opened up. And I walked into Leanna Shelton's class, like one of the first weeks that they were open, and I never looked back. And it was her, and she's still one of my good friends now. So I was able to go into her class, and she, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's gentle yoga. It's probably just pretty much classic vinyasa with a little bit of flows and your warrior twos and down dogs and stuff like that. But I was just like addicted to the way that it made my body and my mind feel. And I was all like, I got to do this every day for the rest of my life. And it was because of her that I ended up thinking that I wanted to be a yoga teacher. And then I went to the same place that she got certified through. And then actually, she said that she wanted to be a teacher. She told me this like 2 months ago. Well, she actually said it to a group. She said that her main goal for teaching yoga is to help people feel the mind-body connection, and she wanted everybody to feel as good as her, and she wanted to just basically reach as many people as possible, and maybe someday those people will teach too. And I was like, that's literally what you did with me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a living example of that.
That is so terrific.
So yeah, did my teacher training through Shamrock Wellness with the Banters, the world's greatest family. And now I teach at the Hot Room at 96 in Keystone and downtown Indy. And my first handstand workshop is coming up. So if you have any interest in learning handstands, April 7th at the downtown location, 2:45 to 4:15 to learn handstands with me. But what keeps me so passionate now is that it's just truly like a moving meditation. And I used to be an extremely angry person. So through yoga, meditation, counseling, and then a super supportive husband, I have slowly curved that anger. And now it's funny to me, because you knew me then. You knew me. I don't even understand how I had a job. I was so angry. People that didn't know me then will ask me, or they'll say like, oh, really? You angry? Like, I can't see that. And I'm like, if you only knew. Like, if you only knew.
Oh, gosh.
So I am just, I'm just like straight up addicted to the way that it makes me feel. Just like people that go to the gym a lot, people that run a lot.
Right.
Any one of those activities that makes your body and your mind feel good, like why wouldn't you want to keep doing that, you know? So I just want everybody that I've ever met to feel the same way.
Right.
Which is why I teach it.
When's the thing where everybody's in the downtown doing yoga outside?
Monumental Yoga. It's June 21st. It's the summer solstice. It's always the day of the summer solstice. Solstice. Okay, yeah. No, summer solstice. Monumental Yoga. I will probably be, I don't know if working is the right word, but I will 100% be there with the Hot Room. The Hot Room usually has a representative or a teacher teach during. They're one of the ones that teach.
Do they have a gazillion teachers teaching at the same time?
No.
Or do they?
They have a bunch of different studios that are represented. So, like, the Hot Room's definitely one. Invoke is another really awesome studio that is pretty well known around the downtown area. And then I'm not even sure. There's a ton. So one of the teachers from those studios will just basically take turns teaching for like the hour. So one does the warm up.
Okay.
Someone does,
this part,
and then this part, and then the closing, whatever. So yeah, the Hot Room usually has a part in that, and I'm thrilled to be on the team for this year's.
That's going to be very neat.
Yeah, super cool. So
very cool.
Yeah, I started to get my flexibility back and feel stronger, and I'm in the best shape of my life, and I'm nowhere near as angry. For sure. I am 100% I'm still angry somewhat. Don't think that it's gone. But it's 1,000 times better.
No, you just understand it and control it.
I'm able to recognize
that's
when I'm getting mad before it's too bad.
Right. So then that's what I mean. Like, you understand it, so you know when it's going to happen, or what the things, maybe the triggers or the scenarios that are going to set you up for.
My self-awareness of my own actions and thoughts has gotten significantly better, to the point that I can, not always, but I can stop it sometimes.
Right.
And It's crazy because you've been on a self-awareness journey yourself. And it's crazy to me how much self-awareness you think you have until you start that journey. And then you're like, wow, I have no self-awareness. But the more self-awareness that you gain, the more you realize literally no one else has self-awareness either. And then you remember, I will never have enough self-awareness.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Define self-awareness.
So self-awareness would just be you're aware of not only your own, the words that are coming out of your mouth, where your body is in space, what's happening around you, and then your thoughts and stuff like along those, and then how you are able to then interact with your connections to other people. Mm-hmm. So, for example, easy lack of self-awareness examples would be the people that stop in the middle of the aisle in the grocery store, even though there's 1,000 people behind them. They just don't, they straight up don't realize that there's people behind them.
Right.
Because they're not being like, and that happens to all of us. You're not paying attention because you're like, oh my God, I forgot my list. What am I supposed to get?
Right.
So that's just like a quick example. And then like for me, anger coming would be, usually passing blame. Mm-hmm. And it would be like, oh, well, if this butthead on the road didn't cut me off this morning, then I wouldn't have such a shitty day. As if it's some other guy's fault that it's like for my bad day.
Yes.
So like you're in control of your own mood, your own reactions. And if someone makes you mad, that's your fault.
Right, because you're in control of being mad or not.
Which I don't like that at all.
Right.
But yeah, so...
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's good though.
It is.
And I think it makes a more, by doing that, I think that, or by paying attention to that or learning or trying, or continuing to try and learn and become better, it just makes a better, you're just more empowered.
Never stop learning.
Right.
Never stop learning.
Right.
Yep. I was actually making that joke yesterday because when you turn 18, you're like, I'm an adult now. I've got this figured out. Thank you. I'm an adult. Right. And then like 21 hits and you're like, did not have it figured out at 18, but now that I'm 21, got it figured out. I'm done.
Yes.
Like this is it. And then somewhere around Harrison just turned 22 and he's shaking his head.
Or like when
you probably figured this out before I did.
Or when you're getting ready to turn 50, you think,
well, that's where I was going.
I had it all figured out.
So at 21, I was like, nope, I have it figured out now. I didn't at 18. And then somewhere in the 22, 23, 24-year-old mark was when I was like, you'll never have it figured out. Never.
Just keep on.
Never.
Yes.
So every year is like, oh, yep, I have less figured out now than I did then.
I know it. Well, there's just more to figure out, it seems like.
That's so true. So,
yeah,
that's funny. All right, question number 2.
Hold on. Before you get into the questions, Mom, look at your computer. I sent you a text message. You got somebody. I put I commented on or I posted that one visit yesterday with the Girl Scouts, and this lady, I think her name's Eileen, commented, and I thought you'd enjoy it. So go ahead and look at it if you can. You get
text messages.
Yes, on your computer
from Harrison Branch.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you see it?
That joke never gets old, does it? No, it doesn't. And I laugh at it every time.
I know.
Okay, but no, I can't. Okay, let's see here. Tanya, miles and 24. Okay, so that's what you're talking about? Sorry, the eye appointment. Okay, that's you. Okay. Let's see here.
It's right there. It's that screenshot I sent you right there.
Eileen McCone, you want me to read there?
Yeah.
Okay, I found out about All-Star Vet about 16 years ago. A lady who worked for me went on a field trip with her daughter's scout troop to All-Star Veterinary Clinic and was so impressed with it. We were looking for a different vet, and now Dr. King has cared for 4 of our dogs. And then she said, that's such a great story. We honored that was you. Okay. Yes, Eileen McCone has been a client for a very long time. She had a schnauzer initially that had come in that was not being well regulated for Cushing's disease. And he was really struggling. And they're just such a nice family. Their son actually comes here as well. They're Jay and Karin come in. And Corinne and Jay, they have 2 dogs and they've come in, so that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
And Eileen owned Classic Cakes.
That's awesome.
So she's a really good baker, just saying. And so, yeah, shout out to them. They're great.
She's the one that brought us that beautiful cake not too long ago.
Yes. Yeah, they're fabulous. So
That's good.
yes, so yeah, we do the Girl Scout. Well, Dr. Dudley's doing the majority of them, all of them. By majority,
They just
I mean
love
all
it
of them
so
right
much.
now.
I would have
And
loved
man,
that.
she's got a good spin on it. She's really doing a great job. It's well, and then Terry Russell,
Yes.
who's an educator by trade. Anyway, the 2 of them have just really put some neat stuff together.
Yeah.
So it's more case presentation. You were there the other day, Harrison, for one. When it was a smaller children or younger children that were like 1st grade, maybe.
Yeah.
And I mean, just the engagement, and it's so much more than just a tour. I've just been so impressed with their commitment.
God,
to
the kids love
giving
it.
the information. Yeah, the kids love it, and they get to see behind this. And you know, having done that, and Dr. Dudley worked the Purdue Vet Boiler Camp. So she has a lot of ideas, and we're hoping to implement a lot of cool things over the next year between her and Terry.
Yeah,
So-
that's awesome.
Do we have a name for it?
for our camp.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
All-Star Pups.
Oh,
Yes.
I like that. Something about kittens and pups camp. Yeah, so yeah.
I just thought you'd find
Dudley was asking me about the mascot, but I didn't know what you guys found out about that. Oh, Harrison Branch.
I'm open all next week, so I'll look into it then.
Okay.
Also, I don't actually never mind. Keep going.
Also, we forgot to mention that by the time that this podcast comes out, which is going to be when, Harrison, in like April?
4 weeks.
Yeah, 4 weeks. Jesus. Okay.
Oh, by the time my handstand workshop will have long gone by the time this airs.
Yeah,
so
you need to pump them out there faster, my friend.
3 weeks, yeah.
2
It's
weeks.
too late.
Let's try a week.
It's all right. It's already done.
So it's up on iTunes and Spotify, right, sir?
Yeah, it'll definitely be out. We are currently in review right now for both iTunes and Spotify.
Okay.
It should take up to the max is 2 weeks for us to.
Okay, so we're in review. I guess that's
We're
good.
in review.
And once we're on iTunes, all of our episodes will be on iTunes and Spotify here shortly, and the ones that you guys have already listened to will already be on there as well. So,
Okay.
Legit. Also, you can find the other ones on Facebook.
Yes.
yes.
Yep,
Also,
yep.
speaking of, you guys should say that episode 2, or actually never mind, because this is going to be way down the line.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's the hard part.
Okay.
But, you know, who knows? Maybe we put them out faster than just once a week. We like to talk.
Just got to give the people what they
so-
want, you know?
And people want.
Talking it up on the Bear Gives Talk Show. That's probably copyright. So.
Okay. Oh, my gosh.
All right, question number 2.
I've got to look up my favorite talk show when I was a kid. Okay, read question number 2 while I look this up.
Question number 2 from Karen Pinson. She said, my 1-year-old lab is obsessed with shadows. We have found multiple holes in our carpet where she has chewed trying to eat the shadows. Help!
Looks like we're calling.
We gotta call AAPC because she's our behavioralist.
What?
And I don't know anything.
Did Harrison, did Blues Coos?
I need to get like
Yes.
a graphic of her just like her
Yes.
head spinning, being like,
Yeah. Like, and you need like wasn't it like Blues Clues, like had something like that? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to, well, first of all, light chasing is what kind of behavior? It's a obsessive compulsive behavior, right, Katie?
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Right, yeah. So
I knew that.
And it was always defined that to me that obsessive compulsive behaviors were normal behaviors done to excess.
Yeah.
So chasing a light, I mean, noticing the light or paying attention to it is a normal behavior, but you're doing it all the time.
All the time.
So
Yeah.
I have to listen to this really quickly just to see if.
What is it?
I gotta skip this thing. I think this is an ad. I don't
What are you
know.
doing?
I wanted to see the entry to the Mike Douglas show. Did your mom watch the Mike Douglas show? Oh my gosh, he was so good. I wanted to stay home from school just to watch him. Anyway,
That's horrible.
he had an opening that was really clever. Okay, side note. All right. So obsessive compulsive behaviors. Well, we were talking about something. Oh, never mind. Okay.
I wanted to stay home from school and to watch Unsolved Mysteries.
Like that's normal. That's creepy.
That's 100% normal.
Scary information.
It is too scary
I
now.
remember as a kid, I would come home from school, and I would want to get home at school super early, so I could watch the George Lopez.
Yeah, George
I
Lopez.
would always bring down peanut butter M&Ms. Otherwise, I couldn't watch it.
Yes, peanut butter M&Ms.
So we need to call APC.
We're going to call APC. We're going to see if she answers.
Our local behavior guru.
Our local
who helps us
behavior guru.
make sure that. So yeah, obsessive compulsive behaviors. Those can take the form of light chasing is a really common one. We've had scenarios where dogs with swimming pools have gotten in a swimming pool, gotten out, run around, get in the swimming pool, get out, run around. So that's another one. Ball chasing, frisbee chasing, tail chasing.
Yes, tail chasing.
Hello?
She answered. You're on another episode of the All-Star Podcast. Welcome back, Allie.
Hello?
Do you have a couple minutes?
Sure.
We keep getting behavior questions, and Dr. King and I just
We want to
relentlessly
verify our
need help.
information. We want to make sure we're.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
She's so excited.
Our question is from Karen Pinson. She said, "My 1-year-old lab is obsessed with shadows. We have found multiple holes in our carpet where she has chewed trying to eat the shadows. Help! What do you think?"
I said sunglasses.
That's not what she said.
Well, if you're able to decrease the shadows would be one thing.
Okay.
The second thing is making sure that she has enough mental stimulation. To me,
Oh.
that could be a way of her being bored. And
Yeah.
that's her getting her energy out. So walks, frozen Kongs, puzzle bowls.
Walks, frozen Kongs, puzzle bowls. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then definitely not rewarding that behavior, not giving her attention, because that type of behavior can turn into a very different complication
Okay.
that you could get into. So medication, if it gets to that point, would be needed too.
Yeah. That makes sense. Don't reward it, but distract. Kind of. Well, not really distract if you're just giving them more things to do.
Yeah, you can still distract against that behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they basically say no reinforcement or punishment.
Yeah.
Right.
And let's see here. Set a daily routine, increase exercise, and environmental enrichment, which is what Allie's saying.
Yeah.
Um,
Increase exercise and environmental enrichment.
and then if those behavior modifications or environmental enrichments don't work, drugs.
Then medications.
Yes. Because believe it or not, I've heard this story before.
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and a lot of the things, if it does get to that point, they do need medications to help them with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think, not that Karen's doing this, but a lot of people think it's cool. Like if you take the reflection off your watch when the sun hits it,
Right.
or a flashlight,
Yeah.
and then it's like a chase game.
Yeah.
But then when natural light, when that does, they're thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
And so to just discourage that type of play, basically.
Right. Yeah, and you just brought up another point. So, like, no messing around with, like, flashlights, laser lights, because that'll just reinforce the behavior.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Hey, I got another thing. We were going to talk about myths. One of the things that I've been doing some research on are like myths in veterinary medicine. And one of the things I was reading, which was totally wrong, it talked about how tug of war, it said false. Tug of war does not cause aggressive behavior in dogs. And I think tug of war can encourage aggressive behavior in dogs.
Yes, I go back and forth with that, because I've also heard that, and I think when they're learning puppies, I think it can definitely work against you, because when you're walking, your clothes are flowy.
Right.
And then when you're playing tug of war, you know, they see that as a toy, and they may tug on your pant legs and things like that.
Right.
I think once the dog is, you know, mentally aged and understands, I think it may not be as much of an issue. I mean, I don't know how the brain completely works with that kind of thing, but I mean, tug of war is one of those things that's been around for so long, so a lot of people are like, yeah, whatever, but I do think it can play a role in aggressive behavior if it's not done properly or...
Right. Or
Interesting.
it can tighten your the bite, right? I mean, don't you think like bite inhibition, like from the standpoint of like clamping down, you know, like I just feel like they're learning just a strong bite.
A stronger bite.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
But then also possession.
Right.
So if you had
Getting them riled up to that level of energy.
Right, yeah. Anyway, that was just a side note why I had you on the phone.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, treatment with drug therapy, so like fluoxetine or anticonvulsants, I know have been tried, but really just discouraging that light chasing period.
Yeah.
Discourage light chasing.
Just don't do it.
Yes.
And,
And once it gets nicer, hopefully walks will help with that as well.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
For sure. So increase the exercise and environmental
Distractions.
stimulus.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That makes sense.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, that's awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, Allie. We appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome.
Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Oh, I'm so happy she answered.
I know, that was just perfect
That's
because we didn't give her a heads up.
Never. We never give a heads up.
Yes. So it's just, obsessive compulsive behaviors are mostly, this particular one isn't harmful to the pet, but it's just, it's hard on the owner,
Yeah.
So.
And the house
Yeah.
eating the carpet, which will then give us a foreign body surgery. So
Foreign body February. Yeah. It's
foreign
just
body
like
February is over.
it's over. It's continued into March Madness.
All right,
Okay.
that's good.
So so there you go, Karen. Hopefully that helps. If you need more assistance or more detailed description of things that you can try, just give me a holler.
Yeah.
So
Good question.
Okay, Harry. You got clips?
We're on. Funny clips.
I sure do.
We're gonna watch some funny clips. These clips are funny.
Beep, beep, beep.
Not my best. Not my best. I was trying to make a different tune because I feel like I do the same tune.
I just
every
need it
time.
to be sunny and warm outside.
I know. Oh, here we go. All right, hang on.
Now,
Funny bear walking like a human. Caw, caw.
Some of them have babies in them. They're not animal themed, so you know.
okay, so
Human
this is a video of a large
Good
bear
job, Mom.
A brown bear standing
Harrison.
on its hind legs,
standing on its back legs.
and it looks like someone's filming through a window.
Yeah, some kind of window, car or something.
Bear walking like a human. Caw, caw.
It is really walking like a person.
What? That's not a real bear.
That is, they're in a bus. That's a ginormous.
That's not a real bear.
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
so this bear is walking past a bus full of children on its hind legs. Is that children?
No, that looks like those are.
Look, that's a zipper.
That is not. That's a ginormous.
That's
bear.
not a real bear. Is it a real bear?
Oh, it's in Japan.
Yeah.
I think maybe.
I literally can't tell if this bear is real.
I think it's real. Look at the other one behind him, back over there.
I think it is real.
Oh, there is another bear.
Yeah. Okay.
I can barely
Very
believe it.
fascinating. I can barely walk that good.
That was a bad joke.
Get out.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Doggo is getting spooked.
It's a
What's
pug.
caw caw?
A lot of these have caw. I have no idea.
That makes it sound like cacao, like Johnny said.
Caw.
Johnny called Coco cacao.
Oh my gosh! So it's a Halloween bowl with.
It's a pug.
Ah.
Oh, why are we? Oh, the poor. Oh, he's gonna. So this little pug is.
Oh my
scared by the
gosh!
Halloween
He's so
bowl.
mad.
He's like, I want some candy. No, you
Ah.
can't have any thunder.
It's a Halloween bowl that every time you get close, a skeleton hand pops out and covers up and tries to like come at your little face. And this pug keeps trying to go into the bowl, and the claw keeps coming out, and then the pug's getting really mad.
He's really mad at that.
I can't figure out what's inside the bowl. It looks like marbles, but surely this dog's not getting fed marbles.
Some kind of hard candy or something.
It's not better.
We'll see you tomorrow for pancreatitis.
Yeah, pancreatitis.
Oh.
Cato is trying to get help.
goodness. A dog.
Trying to help the doggo.
The dog
Cough.
is stuck in the hole through
Oh,
the
his
door.
little head.
Oh my god! And the cat is standing on his head on the door.
The dog has his head through the doggy door, and the cat is standing on top of the
I
doggy
think-
door that the dog's head is supporting.
I think it might be a cat door.
It's a cat door, and that's why the dog can't fit through it. So now
Yeah.
the cat's trying to push the dog's head
That is
back
so
out of the window.
freaking Cute.
That's pretty cute.
Oh, that dog is so cute with the
He
kitten.
said, "Can you let me in, please?"
She's like, come on out.
That's cute. And the kitten was like, "Peekaboo." Oh,
That's adorable.
that is adorable.
Makes me want to get a cat door.
Not me. You're alone on that one.
Oh.
Oh, it's just a bison just casually walking through traffic over here. Look at what's this guy doing?
Yeah, dude, what are you doing?
This bison's like walking through traffic, and some dude wearing short shorts gets out and is all like, get out of here. But he's like, I mean, what happens if he turns around and charges you? That's what I said. He's gonna come back for you, dude.
Oh no.
That, yup.
Oh God.
What?
Oh God, no. I can't watch it.
Don't.
That's the kid at the zoo who like just knocked on the windows of the tiger
Yeah.
as an adult. I hope he hits him.
Wow. Why would you mess with
I don't know.
a
he can
large
freaking kill you.
bison?
Speaking of.
Oh, it's a buffalo? Am I calling this the wrong animal?
Jumping the fence. Did you guys see that?
What?
About the girl jumped. The girl jumped the fence of a zoo, and I'm probably butchering this. I forget the animal. I think it was a jaguar, and she jumped the fence to take a picture.
To take a picture.
Yeah, and she ended up getting mauled.
Of course she did.
Like destroyed. She was like, she had to be pulled out, and like she was like shaking, and everybody's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was just like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, like it makes. I know.
Like, what was going through your mind that thought that was a good idea?
I have no idea, but Jesus.
He's just saying hello and gonna charge you. Ah, look at this little baby.
Oh my God! Look at those flicks.
Those are
That's
some
gonna
good
hurt.
middle splits.
So it's a little Frenchie.
Little Frenchie doing the middle splits. His back legs are all splayed out in the perfect
Is that what they're
splits.
called? Middle splits.
They are the middle
No. Oh my gosh, Harrison Branch.
What?
Quarter 2, Louisville's losing to Minnesota.
Bummer.
Oh, you want to talk about that for a second? When they were doing March Madness thing?
I just got to look and see if my people I picked are losing or not.
I don't.
Essentially, we're doing the clinic as a whole is doing this March Madness bracket thing, and I have them all posted up right here on my wall. And whoever wins,
They're down by 6.
gets a little bit of money.
Give me a
and then also
break.
Gets, this like championship like wrestling basketball belt.
You're doing the belt? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
And so
Michigan
yeah, so whoever wins that, and that will be in the video very shortly.
That's legit.
Let's see who else did I pick is not winning.
All right, there you go. Ready? This
She's
is the baby
got-
one.
Boy's surprised when he sees himself in the mirror. Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, so this kid's in a department store and sees himself in the mirror. And he freaks out. Oh, he tries to go behind the mirror to figure out
Oh, that's so
what's
cute.
happening.
He's like, "Where'd you go?"
Wait, what? He keeps stepping around the side trying to see if he's behind the mirror. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's adorable.
He's like, "Are you guys seeing this? You can see yourself."
He's like,
That's
"Wow."
cute. I'll never forget the one time Nala saw her own reflection in the trash can and she jumped like she was a cat, and I could not stop laughing at her.
Oh,
All right, this little baby's getting a haircut. And he's just giggling. They have to hold his head still because he's just giggling for his haircut. That's adorable. Does it tickle?
He is so cute.
That's cute. Just giggling away. That's so cute. Texas man brings
All right, she's
Steer to
got one
Petco.
more because she's got to wrap up.
We gotta wrap. I mean, we can finish these, but we gotta wrap it up.
Did you read it?
Yeah. All leashed pets.
Oh dear Lord, it's a ginormous steer going into Petco.
For affordable vet care.
Because it says all leashed pets welcome. So he's testing the policy here.
I don't know how long this goes on for. Oh my god.
Oh, yes. Bring it inside. Ha! He's on a leash. Excuse me, sir. Oh, she just goes up and pets him.
He's cool.
God, don't let him turn his head quickly. You'll lose an eye. That's hilarious. Baby really scared of talking to hamster toy. Of his talking hamster toy.
Hi, Sua.
He's holding the hamster toy.
He's not looking very excited. Oh, he's getting ready to erupt.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's moving and it's talking and he is scared.
And he can't let go of it. He's like, I can't let go of it.
Why is it talking to me?
I can't. Where bark my fingers.
Aw, poor baby.
Oh,
I just want to help.
Last one.
Okay. Okay. So
Oh,
lady doing
little
push-ups,
baby.
and her puppy is eating all of
Oh,
her hair.
he's just eating her hair and he wants to get out. And then he just rolls off. That was really cute. She's doing push-ups and he tried to jump
Oh my
on
God,
top
she's
of
gonna
her.
get eaten. He's really chewing on her.
Oh. That's pretty cute. I like it. That's cute.
Goodness. Very good.
All right. Well, what's happening? What else is happening in the world?
I don't know.
Any other current
I
events?
don't have any other exciting medicine current
I have
events.
a chiropractor appointment today. That's riveting.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Pretty
Okay.
excited. I'm going to a study party tonight and
Study party.
yeah. Literally. Going to a gal's from my teacher trainer's house to study the dialogue, and we're going to teach the poses to each other with a couple other people.
Study party.
Yeah, I literally feel like I'm in high school again.
That's what I was just about to say.
Mom, what did you do when you were 27? Study parties.
I did not go to study parties.
What kind of parties did you go to?
I don't remember. Harrison was like a year old, so there wasn't any parties.
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically, Harrison ruins everything. Is
Pretty
what you're
much.
saying.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds
Okay.
about right. Okay, so we're
When you wrap it up, talk about iTunes, Spotify again.
iTunes, Spotify.
Check
again.
us out. Again, they're there. They're there
They're
now.
there.
By the time they're there now.
By the time you see this, iTunes and Spotify will have our podcasts.
Yeah.
Check us out on Facebook for the other episodes if you missed any,
Send us topics.
and other content because we have some pretty good videos.
Yeah, we do pretty darn funny videos.
They're hilarious,
yeah.
mostly because I star in them. Just kidding.
But I went to the doctor today, eye doctor, and the guy, I went there, and he's a family friend, I guess, maybe, like, I don't know. And we went there, and I was like, he's like, yeah, what do you do now? And I was like, I work at the clinic. He's like, so you're the mind behind all those videos I've been watching. I was like, ha ha ha.
Yes.
So,
I occasionally will be like, oh my God, you're the girl from that lip sync video.
Yeah, the lip sync video. We're doing another one. It's coming soon, in a couple months.
New news to me. But yeah, anyway, so check us out.
Check us out. Yeah,
That's
check us
it.
out.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
is there anything else?
Nope.
I'm Katie Ray Nelson.
I'm Emily Marie King,
Beep, bop, boop, zorp.
and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.